Hello, welcome back to a special Memorial Day weekend show for you. We got almost everybody. I knew it was taking off because in the UK they have a bank holiday today. But we are here for you to bring the news because the news doesn't stop just because there's a holiday.
No, but a new does.
Oh, good one.
Anyway, I'll be talking about AI mode reporting coming to Search Console and some complaints about Google's live broadcasting and live indexing API. Greg, what do you got for us?
Google adds new help documentation for AI overviews and AI mode.
Mordy.
Super G logo being tested in wrong place, wrong time, wrong spot. Just in my opinion.
Opinions. Anyway, going on to the news, yada, yada, yada. Google's more information about the Google AI mode coming to Search Console. So Google, we initially thought, yes, it would come to Search Console, but then there were signs that it wouldn't. And I'm like, maybe it shouldn't, because again, if they're just going to lump it in it's a completely separate tab and put it in with the web search tab, then it doesn't make any sense. But Google's John Mueller said, AI reporting is not yet live in Search Console. We're updating our documentation to reflect this, and it will basically come out when AI mode is rolling out, which I thought it was rolling out, so I'm not sure about that. And then he went ahead and updated the actual Google Help document that he was referring to, basically saying, note, AI mode reporting isn't live in Search Console yet, but we expect this to be live soon as part of the AI mode rollout. And in that documentation, it says specifically it will be part of the web search type. You won't be able to like lump it out. And then he replied again later saying, just for sake of clarity, because I worry about reading into this differently, the reporting is planned to be added to Search Console like we wrote in the documentation, basically not breaking it out. There's currently no separate breakout planned and no API change involved. Stay tuned for more specifics, perhaps next week. But as always, we can't promise timelines. So yes, we're getting data in Search Console that will include AI mode. So it'll make it look like you have more searches, I guess, but you won't be able to say, is this traffic coming from AI mode or coming from web search or coming from AI overviews or coming from wherever? We just don't know where it's going to come from. So yeah, I guess it's better than having nothing, but I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of feel like Google's changing its whole tune about how they talk about traffic. It feels like they're prepping themselves for it feels like they're prepping, but I get to feel like they're prepping themselves, but also prepping us for you're not going to get traffic is not what you thought it was. Web traffic from Google is not what you thought it was, and you should be thinking about it differently now. That's where it feels like their comm strategy shifted, and that's a little bit, I guess, scary.
Right, and it makes sense with the future of search changing that their comm strategy might change around that. So, and I don't think it's changing. I mean, again, it's changing, and you can see with the Google Ads documentation too, Greg, right?
Yeah, and there's new ads documentation, Barry, that you covered. I couldn't get one of the links to work for the record. The first one about ads and AI powered experiences. I'm not sure if they took it down or something was just broken for me. But yeah, Mordy, I agree with that, and I think I don't know how you, before we get into the ads thing, I don't know how you would even frame that though. Like if you show people how little traffic is coming from AI overviews and AI mode, they're just going to get madder at you. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, this is bad. I don't want this. But then Google needs to have AI mode to survive. You know what I mean?
I feel like they've made the comms decision to say like, we're going to move into this direction and we're going to take the hit, whatever that hit is.
Which is the right call, because at least that's the truth.
Yeah, I think they're still just like from personal experience working on these like companies, like they don't have it figured out. Like this is a new reality that they're adjusting to internally.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a new document called Ads and AI Overviews that covers a variety of different things. Barry, I know you talked about it already, but where AI with the 200 plus markets, that the ads will follow the existing auction ranking system and signals, and that the ads will be for text shopping, local or app ads in your search, shopping, performance max, and app campaigns are now eligible to show above or below the AI overviews in those markets. I thought it was interesting that they're not going to try to, or it seems like not trying to put them within the AI overviews. Like we saw that sample test that was only a test of an ad in AI mode last week. So I thought that was interesting. And then when I went to the page for ads and AI overviews, there was a really cool, and I'm joking here, Q&A where it said, what are the performance insights from ads and AI overviews? And I got very excited. And then I clicked to see the A, and it says, Google internal data shows that people have been finding the ads within AI overviews helpful because they can quickly connect with relevant businesses and services to take the next step at the exact moment they need them. So that's your insights into performance.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a Q&A. The last Q&A box does give you some inkling that something might happen with reporting. It says with the above in mind, ads and AI overviews are still early stages. Google's still learning, and basically when we have more information, we'll announce more stuff to share, maybe around reporting it out. It makes sense that at some point Google Ads will give the advertisers data around AI mode versus AI overviews versus other AI experiences. I did fix the link. I'm not sure what was wrong. I just refreshed the cache, but it just links to a page that links to that page.
With nothing on it, right?
No, but one link to the document, but hopefully there'll be more around AI mode and other ones in the future.
So this was all for AI overviews, and it seems like there is some help or more documentation coming for AI mode.
Yeah, it's just wow. It just still goes back to like this whole transparency and control they kept touting over and over and over again. I'm like, what are you saying? Anyway, moving on. Just one more thing from me. A lot of SEOs, specifically in the Indian region, are complaining about Google's live broadcasting and the indexing API not working properly. There's just a nice number of complaints. And the interesting part is that these complaints literally started just like a few days after John Mueller went ahead and like issued some type of warning saying, stop using the indexing API for reasons you're not supposed to be using them for. Not sure if the two are related, but there's a lot of complaints this morning about like, basically why is indexing API not indexing our content fast enough, and the live broadcast is not working, and the label's not showing up properly, or the data is wrong. So if you see that, alone, I posted about that on May 26th. And then we got to the most important news, Mordy.
Yeah. I think Google got this a little bit backwards, but it's a new logo test. By the way, I'm curious, maybe Greg can talk about this more on marketing a clock at some point. But I'm actually curious what Greg thinks about the idea. Like, it feels to me with the ad stuff that they had to announce some kind of ad integration to indicate to the market that this thing has actual monetary viability, but they don't really have it figured out at all. I would love to hear more about that from Greg.
Yeah, 100%.
On this podcast, maybe Barry doesn't have time.
Yeah, I can give you 1 second. I completely agree with you. I do think that the revenue per query is accurate. That was from the what's the Jason Calacanis podcast? All In podcast. I think that was accurate as well. Like that, because there are so many ads everywhere around AI overviews, they're still making money. But yeah, the fact that they keep saying that there's ads in these AI experiences, like AI overviews on mobile, which nobody's seen, I feel like that's all smoke and mirrors.
It's fine. I spoke to a Google rep about this. Like, we don't see them. Like, I don't know. Maybe you're not looking, but we have data on it. Something like that. Like, they are serving them. So I'm like, okay. I would see them.
Single human find one? I think there was one that I remember seeing.
Yeah,
I mean, now this
right. Oh, in the AI mode.
No, AI overviews on mobile when they first announced it like months ago.
And it literally seemed like they started showing up right after I/O. Like that's when Brody Clark found one.
Well, I only seen. Have you seen a lot of them in desktop?
No, I don't. No, they're unicorns to me.
Yeah. That one from Brody also was like the very, very, very bottom. Also, like, to me, doesn't feel like that. Yeah, technically it's in the AIO, but functionally it's not. And I also think it's weird that they keep saying, if you're going to talk about ads and AI overviews, and just talk about there's going to be ads within the AI overviews, but you keep talking about above and below it, like you want to maintain that, like, you don't freak out anybody, or it's not really meant. We haven't figured it out yet, so it's going to show above and below. It's a very strange kind of way of phrasing it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. You're right. I see ads all over the place for certain AI queries, but they're not in the AI overviews. I don't know. Anyway, go ahead, Mordy.
Yeah, so Brody Clark found this. It's a test. I thought it was interesting because I would expect the opposite, but you're in Google's shopping, and there's a test where underneath the main search bar is the Google logo, the new logo. I don't know what you want to call it now, the multicolor blended logo.
Technically, I think called the Super G. Now, Super G blended, maybe?
Super G blended logo. And then a menu for search, nearby deals, and it's trying to like show you can get back to the main search, but I always felt like they should do the opposite, that it should go from, they should have the Google Shopping logo on the main search so that you understand, like, Google has a competitor to Amazon, y'all. Here we are, Google Shopping on the main search. So I feel it's backwards.
It's not even a competitor. It's better than Amazon. It's got Amazon and every other retailer that gives it its feed.
Right.
I guess unless you like Amazon, you're just used to it.
But they do. We do a search for men's suits in Google Web Search. You get the shopping tab, and when you click over to the shopping tab, then
Yeah, but you don't have the Google Shopping logo on the main SERP. Like the branding's inverse.
why would yeah, but you wouldn't change. You wouldn't put the Google. I don't know. It's weird that when you click over to shopping from web search, then you get a whole new shopping. I guess you get that with news and also other. Do you?
Your finance, you
No.
get that.
Images, short
No.
videos, forums.
Maggie from our team wrote a post over on Search Engine Land about it. Some of the actual like main Google experience where it looks like shopping. Like if you type in size 4 soccer ball, you land on, it looks like you're in shopping, but you're not.
Right.
It's wild.
Right, exactly. And I don't think it should change though. Like the Google Shopping logo at the top left should be a Google logo that takes you back to the homepage, and the other things below it should be like video. It should just be consistent. I don't like that it's not consistent when you go for the shopping. And
I feel that.
Yeah.
Like, but you could add. They can add in when you search for men's suit, and it's just like you could just add like powered by Google Shopping. Have like the logo there somewhere. Like do some branding for your Google Shopping.
The Google Shopping logo is fairly new, I think. So I don't know. They listen to Greg too much. I think that's the problem. All Greg wants is shopping.
Let's go.
Any event, we're hopefully back tomorrow with more It's New. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.